So Unit 8 is all about using and comparing statistical data, which is something I've been doing for many years in math now. So just as a reminder, there are multiple representations of data. We have dot plots, box plots, bar graphs, and circle graphs. Each representation provides different types of information. Some of it overlaps, but we are going to remind ourselves what information we can get from these representations and then start comparing them. Okay, so today we're focusing on dot plots, and we'll get to the point where we can start comparing between two dot plots, the information that's provided. So let's start with our first problem. I see two different dot plots here. The titles are band class and choir class, just trying to figure out what's going on here. I see a number line, and the bottom of the number line says number of family members. Okay, so I'm thinking that in the band class, each student has, informed the teacher, this is how many family members I have. And so we have two students that have two family members. We have three students that have six family members, and so on in band class. And then in choir class, we have four people that have three family members and six people that have five family members. Okay, so now I understand what's happening here. Each dot is like one of the students in a class, okay, that has been surveyed. So now the question is asking, is the distribution of data symmetrical, left skewed, or right skewed? So if you don't remember the difference between these, one quick way to find out if it's symmetrical, left or right skewed, is to draw a line over your data just to kind of see the overall shape, okay? And then you want to kind of cut it in half to see, okay, is it symmetrical? Does the left side of the data match or mirror the right side, right? And it does not. The left side has more dots and they're higher up. So this is not symmetrical for band class. And let's look at the choir class. So we cut it in half and we say, again, it's not really symmetrical. There's more dots on the right than on the left. So neither of these dot plots are symmetrical. Now let's see if band is left skewed or right skewed. So the way that we determine that is we look, at the halfway point again, on the left side or the right side, which one has more information? Well, it looks like we have more dots on the left-hand side. So one might think, oh, well, it's left skewed then. And that would be incorrect. What actually is happening here, yes, there's more data on the left, but these little data points on the right are skewing or altering our overall data, okay? And so actually, this is called right skewed because these two little points are pulling that huge group over to the right, okay? So now, similarly, let's look at the choir class now. It looks like the right side of our data now has the majority of our information. And then I see way on the far left, two little pieces of information that are, again, drawing all of our data to the left. So that makes the choir class left skewed. Okay, so we have two different skews here. Neither of these are symmetrical. Okay, let's see here. We have two different dot plots that are new. We have two different classes again, and we're talking about the number of TVs per household. So no longer family members, but TVs. And so in Mrs. Jameson's class, we're wondering what is the median number of TVs per household in her class. Median is the middle, okay? So how do we find the middle of our data in a dot plot? Well, you start off on the far extremes, the least and greatest points of your data, and then move slowly toward the middle till you find the median. So let's start. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Oh, look, even if I go from each end, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay, so it's definite. My median number of TVs per household is 2. Okay. Now let's look at Mr. Zimmerman's class and find the median number of households, TVs per household there. So again, we start from the lower extreme and the upper extreme, and we move toward the middle of the data. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay, so yes, the median, the middle of my data for Mr. Zimmerman's class is 3. 3 TVs per household is the median number for Mr. Zimmerman's class. Okay, so we've gone over the distribution, like if it's symmetrical or not, and the median. Let's remind ourselves of some other vocabulary and information we can gather from dot plots. Okay, the dot plots below show the number of hours a random sample of 6th graders and 7th graders spend on their cell phones in a week. Oh, okay. So on the left-hand side is 6th graders, right-hand side is 7th graders. And it's the number of hours they spend on their cell phones per week. So one 6th grader spends 11 hours per week on their cell phone. Okay. One of the 7th graders spends 3 hours per week on their cell phone, right? Okay, so we are asking, what is the mode number of hours spent on cell phones for 6th grade? Okay, mode means most. So many people just look for the highest number and go, oh, most. My mode is 11, done. That is incorrect, okay? The mode is the data in which most students had that response. So here, remember, each dot represents a student. So 3 students are on their cell phone for 2 hours per week. Okay, and another common error is students write, oh, 3 students, that's the mode, right? No, just because that's the number of students that voted for that is not our mode. Our mode is 2 hours, okay? So remember your units here, okay? We're talking the mode, the most common response was 2 hours per week. Okay, so what is the mode for 7th grade? So we're looking for the response that has the most dots or the most votes. And so again, that would be 10 hours. 3 7th graders are on their cell phones for 10 hours. So do I write 10? Yes, it's 10 hours of cell phone use per week. That's the most common response, the mode. All right. I think this is our last piece of data here is range. So let's read the dot plots below. We're still talking about those cell phones and the usage of 6th graders and 7th graders for hours per week. So now the question is asking, what is the range or spread? Okay, that's 2 different words for the same thing, of the number of hours spent on cell phones for 6th grade. And what is the range or spread for 7th grade? Okay, in order to find the range, we take the least and the greatest data points. And we only pick the hours that actually have data on them or dots, students that have actually said that. So in 6th grade, there is a student that does not use a cell phone at all, 0 hours, right? And then there's a student that uses the cell phone 11 hours per week. So I'll put least and most. Okay. So to find the range, we just subtract those two, 11 minus 0 is equal to 11. The range for sixth graders is 11. Now let's see for seventh graders. Well, we see that the most is 11, or the greatest. The least is 0 again. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. We're going to have the same range. That 0 does not have any data on it. So we don't pick that one. We have to find the smallest number that has a data point that a student voted for or told us about. So that would be 3 hours, okay? So we're going to do 11 minus 3, 11 hours minus 3 hours to find our range, and that would be 8. So now we can kind of spend a minute comparing these numbers. How does the sixth grade mode compare to the seventh grade mode? Is it less than, equal to, or greater than? Well, it looks like the sixth grade, 11 hours, is greater than the seventh grade of 8 hours, right? So dot plots provide us a lot of information. The distribution of data, the median, the mode, the range. And yeah, we can find that just by reading carefully and understanding what the plots are trying to tell us.